Hi folks, michaelkaer here from Canada. I want to thank all the people who have been subscribing to my videos. I don't think I'm saying anything vastly different from a lot of other people, but I guess I'm just my area's person in the know, let's say. We need to calm down. I was watching a couple of videos and people are starting to get really upset. And they're starting to yell and scream, and I can understand that. And I sometimes feel like wanting to yell and scream too, because it's so stupid, so idiotic, all the things that are happening, and how it's being set up, and how much harm and how much pain is being dealt out for absolutely no reason whatsoever. That is the horror of all this. It does not have to be this way. They're setting things up to be this painful. They want the shock. They want the empty bodies, I guess. That's the only conclusion I can come to. Some of you don't know all the things that I do. There's a whole laundry list of different things that I do. I'm a silversmith. I fix bicycles. I raise worms to make the compost to grow organic food. I set up a seed exchange that's going to be going on the first 2 weekends of April. I happen to be a certified reflexologist and relaxation therapist, and I am a professional psychic, amongst other things. I also write books. I write to several blogs. I write articles, and they get picked up around the world as well. I read a lot. I stopped watching TV for the most part. Once in a while I'll happen to be somewhere where somebody else has a TV on, I'll sit and watch for a bit. But I've basically stopped watching TV for the last year or so. The only time the TV is on is if I put a tape in. I want to watch some movie, or sit down with my daughter and watch one of her movies with her, like seeing Chitty Chitty Bang Bang for the umpteenth billionth time. But as long as she enjoys it and she wants to watch something that's wholesome, I'll sit through it once again. Children are like that. They like something, they want to do it over and over and over again. Well, okay, so be it. One of the guys down the States was talking about the solution. He says our main problem is that we are altogether way too selfish, and we haven't had to fight for our freedom. I think he may have a valid point there. We've had it too soft, too easy for far too long. We live like kings in North America. I know this is going around the world. I'm just speaking from a North American perspective. We live like kings here. We have more energy, more resources, more space, more everything than the vast majority of the rest of the world. And we waste it so easily. I am one of the strange people in my generation that decided not to get his driver's license. I went and I got my beginners, and I know how to drive. I can physically operate a motor vehicle. But the point is, I did not want to have to go through the process to get a little card that allows me to drive a motorized vehicle on their roads and then have to pay for those roads, because I knew even then, growing up, that those roads were not going to be there forever. I ride bikes. If I need to go someplace far away, I'll take a train. I've been privileged and honored to be able to fly in an airplane in my lifetime. Some people don't understand the intensity of that. Um, I've had the privilege of being able to fly to Europe, see some of my family over there. I've had the privilege of being able to fly down to Costa Rica and spend vacation down there. I've had the privilege to fly to Cuba and vacation there. I've had the privilege of traveling across Canada from one end to the other, east to west, west to east, back again, back and forth, all the way up north. I've been so far north that I've seen the Northern Lights in northern Alberta. Beautiful, gorgeous country up there. A little bleak, but at the same time very beautiful. And so open and vast that people from Japan I've had friends from Japan come over and they just can't grasp how big Canada is. It's just so huge. So we are so blessed and yet so wasteful and so selfish. So his solution that he was talking about is, instead of focusing on yourself, focus on what to do with your children. And he was talking about making sure that you're with your children, to send them off to school and see that you're home to be with them when they get back and things like that. That's fine and good. My daughter happens to be homeschooled, so I get to see her all day. The one day of the week that I have charge of her, I see her all day and all night. And on the rest of the times, I get to see her for hours on end all through the week. I get to see her almost every single day. And she happens to live right next door to me with her mother. And she also is lucky enough to have Grandma and Grandpa living right next door to me. So my mom and dad are there. So she's a lucky little girl to have so much family so close in walking distance. I'm going to be fixing up a bike for her this summer so that we can travel around by bicycle. I think it'd be good for her. She's very much interested in learning how to build things. So I bought her, she's going to be 11 this upcoming birthday. And I've been buying little, tools and a tool belt and things like that for her. To do stuff outside. And yes, I'm going to be teaching her some valid skills. Her mother actually is a trained, what would you call it, industrial type of, I'm not sure how you put it, wood construction worker. I'm not sure what term you'd put to it. Carpenter, I guess. And due to a fall that she had, she can't do that type of work anymore. But she's fine with Chelsea if she wants to go ahead and do that kind of work. That would be fine. Hard work never hurt anyone. It's been good to me, it's been good to my family. It's paid for our houses and the land that we own, and that's a good thing. So those are the things we need to do. We need to look after our children. That's one solution amongst many. So I think that guy down in the States definitely had a spot-on idea. So I'm running out of time.